Let's destroy a myth right now. Health is not the number you see on the tag of your jeans. Somewhere along the way, society convinced us that if we just hit that perfect size, everything would fall into place. We'd be happier, more confident, more worthy. But that's a lie sold to us by marketing campaigns, fashion industries, and filtered Instagram posts. Health isn't a size. It's a state of living in a body that works for you, supports you, and feels alive every single day. Think about it. I've met people who are a size 2 and miserable. I've met people who are a size 16 and thriving. The difference, not the size, not the weight, but the energy they bring into their life. Because you can be thin and unhealthy, just as you can be curvy and radiantly healthy. It's not the package, it's the performance inside the package. When we reduce health to address size, we miss the bigger picture. True health is your strength, the ability to climb a flight of stairs without gasping for air, to pick up your kids without strain, to carry groceries in one trip. It's your muscles firing, your heart pumping strong, your mind clear and focused. Size alone can't measure that. And let's talk about vitality. That spark in your eyes, the energy that makes you want to get up and live your day to the fullest. Vitality comes from nourishing your body, moving it, hydrating it, resting it, and yes, loving it. Vitality doesn't care what size jeans you wear. Vitality cares about how you use the body you have. If you've been chasing a dress size thinking that's the ticket to health, I'm here to challenge you. Shift your focus from how your body looks to how your body performs. Ask yourself, do I have the stamina to live the life I want? Do I recover quickly after effort? Do I feel strong, flexible, and capable? Because those answers matter more than any number stitched into your clothing. The reality is bodies come in all shapes. Some people are naturally lean, others naturally broader. Fighting your body's blueprint is a losing battle, but working with your body is how you win. When you train for performance, when you fuel for energy, your body finds its healthiest form naturally, and that form might not match a magazine cover, but it will match your best life. So remember this, the next time you're tempted to measure your worth by a size tag, that tag is not your identity. It doesn't measure your kindness, your resilience, your joy, or your health. Real health is waking up with energy, moving with strength, and living with vitality. That's the standard worth chasing. And when you own that truth, you stop fitting your life into a size and start living in full size. Comparison is one of the most silent but deadly habits we fall into, and it robs us of our happiness before we even realize it. Every time you look at someone else's body, life, or achievements and think, I'm not good enough, you give away your power. It's like handing over the steering wheel of your life to a stranger. You can't win your own race if you're too busy watching someone else run theirs. The energy you spend comparing is energy you could be using to create, grow, and transform yourself. When you focus on becoming your best self instead of imitating someone else, you step into a game you can actually win. You're no longer chasing a moving target, because the only person you have to outdo is the person you were yesterday. That's how real progress happens, not by obsessing over her abs, her skin, or her routine, but by creating the habits, mindset, and lifestyle that make you proud when you look in the mirror. The danger of comparison is that it only shows you the highlight reel. You see her perfect photo, but you don't see the angles, the lighting, the editing, or the struggles behind that smile. You don't see her bad days, her insecurities, or the sacrifices she makes. And yet, you measure your whole self-worth against a single polished moment in her life. That's not fair to you, and it's not even real. When you shift your focus back to yourself, you reclaim control. You start noticing your own victories, the workouts you didn't skip, the healthy meals you prepared, the small but powerful mindset shifts you've made. You start feeling proud, not because you look like her, but because you're growing into a stronger, more confident version of you. That pride fuels consistency, and consistency builds transformation. Comparison also creates a false sense of urgency, a feeling that you need to catch up to someone else's progress. But there's no finish line you both have to cross at the same time. Life is not a race with one trophy, it's a personal journey with endless rewards for those who keep showing up. Your pace, your path, and your timeline are yours alone. And when you honor that, you stop feeling behind because you realize you're exactly where you need to be. This isn't just about body image, it's about life. The same truth applies to careers, relationships, and goals. The moment you stop comparing, you give yourself permission to define success on your own terms. You start building a life that fits you instead of squeezing yourself into someone else's mold. That's when health, physical, mental, and emotional, starts to thrive. So here's the truth: comparison kills joy, and joy is essential to health. When you're joyful, you make better choices, you treat your body with more love, and you live with more energy. Let her look how she looks. That's her journey. You've got your own. And when you commit to winning your own game, you'll discover a power in yourself that no amount of comparing can take away. Moving your body because you love it, not because you hate it, changes everything about how you approach health. Too many people treat exercise like punishment for eating bad food or for not looking the way they want. That mindset turns movement into a chore, something you drag yourself through, instead of something you look forward to. But when you flip the script and see movement as a celebration of what your body can do, it becomes a source of joy instead of guilt. When you move out of love, you stop chasing calories burned and start chasing the feeling of strength, energy, and freedom. You might run, lift, swim, dance, stretch, hike. It doesn't matter what you choose, as long as it lights you up inside. This shift in perspective turns exercise into something sustainable, because love fuels consistency in a way that fear and self-loathing never can. Loving your body through movement also means honoring its limits. Some days your body will want to push hard, other days it will need rest. Hate-driven fitness ignores those signals, forcing you to grind until you burn out or get injured. Love-driven fitness listens, adapts, and respects the incredible system you've been given. And when you treat your body with that level of respect, it responds by growing stronger, healthier, and more resilient. This approach also improves your mental health. When you train from a place of love, you're not obsessing over how you look in the mirror after every workout. You're more interested in how you feel. Did you walk away energized, more confident, less stressed? Those feelings keep you coming back, not because you have to, but because you want to. Here's the truth: bodies that are moved with love age better, recover faster, and endure more. You're not just building muscles, you're building trust with yourself. Every time you show up for your body with love, you reinforce the belief that you're worth taking care of. That belief becomes the foundation for every other healthy habit you build. The beauty of moving out of love is that it frees you from perfectionism. You don't need to have the perfect routine, the latest workout gear, or a gym membership to be healthy. You can move in your living room, your backyard, a park, anywhere. You can make it playful, adventurous, and fun. Health stops being a rigid set of rules and starts being a lifestyle you genuinely enjoy. So ask yourself, what would my health look like if every workout, every walk, every stretch was an act of love for my body? When you answer that and live it, you'll discover that moving out of love doesn't just change your body. It changes your relationship with yourself. And that's the kind of change that lasts for life. Fueling yourself with food, rest, And habits that make you stronger is about building a foundation your health can stand on for decades, not just weeks. Too many people think health is all about restriction, about cutting, denying, or depriving. But real health isn't about punishment. It's about nourishment. It's giving your body the tools it needs to perform at its best, day in and day out. When you fuel yourself right, you don't just survive, you thrive. Food is not the enemy. Food is fuel. The right food gives your body energy, heals your cells, strengthens your immune system, and supports every organ in your body. But here's the key. It's not about eating perfect all the time. It's about making consistent, intentional choices that support your goals and your lifestyle. When you stop looking at food through the lens of guilt and start looking at it through the lens of performance, everything changes. Rest is equally powerful. You can eat well and train hard, but without rest, your body never gets the chance to recover, repair, and grow stronger. Sleep isn't laziness, it's strategy. High performers in every field know that recovery is the secret weapon. When you rest, you restore your energy, reset your mind, and prepare your body to show up at full power the next day. And then there's the daily habits. The small, seemingly insignificant actions that, when stacked over time, create massive results. Drinking enough water, stretching in the morning, taking a short walk during your lunch break, unplugging from your phone before bed. These aren't just nice to haves. They're the anchors that keep your health steady in the chaos of life. When you combine the right fuel, proper rest, and consistent habits, your body becomes unstoppable. You have the stamina to push through challenges, the clarity to make good decisions, and the strength to handle whatever life throws at you. This isn't about looking good for a season. It's about building a body and mind that carry you powerfully for years. The truth is, you can't outsource this. No diet plan, no fitness influencer, no magic supplement will do it for you. You have to own it. You have to take responsibility for how you fuel, rest, and care for your body. That responsibility is empowering because it puts you in full control of your health. So stop thinking about health as a temporary project and start seeing it as a lifelong investment. Feed yourself foods that serve you. Rest like it's part of your training. Build habits you can sustain forever. When you do that, you're not just healthier, you're stronger, sharper, and more alive than you've ever been. Your genetics, lifestyle, and journey are unique. Own them. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to copy someone else's blueprint for health without realizing that their body is built differently. You didn't get her DNA, her metabolism, or her life circumstances. You got yours. And the second you stop fighting to be a carbon copy of someone else and start working with what you've got, you step into a power that's impossible to fake. Some people are naturally lean, others are naturally muscular or curvier. Some have fast metabolisms. Others have to be more intentional with nutrition and movement. None of that makes one person better than another. It simply means we each have different starting points. And that's not something to resent. It's something to embrace. Because once you know your starting point, you can actually create a plan that works for you. Your lifestyle plays a huge role too. The reality is, a single 22-year-old influencer who has hours to work out and no kids will have a different routine than a 40-year-old parent juggling work, family, and responsibilities. That doesn't mean one can't be healthy. It means healthy will look different for each person. And when you stop comparing your routine to someone else's, you free yourself from unrealistic expectations. Your journey is also shaped by your experiences. Maybe you've had injuries, health challenges, or seasons in life where fitness wasn't a priority. That's okay. The beauty of your journey is that it's yours. The setbacks, the victories, the lessons learned along the way. Every step has shaped you into the person you are now, and every step from here can take you toward an even stronger future. When you own your uniqueness, you stop apologizing for it. You stop wishing for someone else's body, metabolism, or life, and you start working to maximize your own. That's where real transformation happens, when your goals and strategies align with who you are, not who you wish you were. This ownership also makes the process more joyful. Instead of seeing your differences as limitations, you start seeing them as advantages. Maybe your build gives you incredible strength. Maybe your slower pace forces you to focus on form and technique, making you less prone to injury. Whatever it is, there's a gift in your unique makeup, if you're willing to look for it. So here's the truth. You will never win at being someone else, but you can win at being the best, strongest, most vibrant version of yourself. That's a game worth playing. And when you own your genetics, your lifestyle, and your journey, you stop trying to fit into someone else's mold and start living in the freedom of your own design. Setting your own standard, not the world's, is where true health lies. The problem for most people isn't that they can't be healthy. It's that they're chasing a definition of health that was never theirs in the first place. They've been told by social media, the beauty industry, and even well-meaning friends what healthy should look like. But here's the truth. If your standard for health is built on someone else's opinion, you'll never feel like you've arrived. When you set your own standard, you take back control. You decide what matters most for your life, your goals, and your body. Maybe for you, health means being able to run around with your kids without getting winded. Maybe it means building muscle and strength for your favorite sport. Maybe it's about lowering stress, improving sleep, and feeling more confident in your own skin. Whatever it is, it's yours. And that's what makes it powerful. The world's standard will always shift. What's considered the perfect body today will be outdated in a few years. If you chase that moving target, you'll always be behind, always unsatisfied, always questioning yourself. But when you set your own target, you can actually hit it, and hitting it brings a level of fulfillment that no outside approval can match. This is also about values. If you value longevity, you'll prioritize habits that keep you healthy for decades, not just months. If you value energy, you'll choose foods, workouts, and routines that keep you performing at your best. Your standard should reflect what you want more of in your life, not what you think will impress other people. And here's the beauty: when you set your own standard, you win the moment you live by it. You're no longer measuring yourself against someone else's pace, body, or achievements. You're measuring yourself against your own commitment. That's a game you can actually win over and over again. This shift also creates a ripple effect. When people see you living by your own standard unapologetically, it inspires them to question theirs. Suddenly, you're not just healthier yourself, you're a catalyst for others to break free from unrealistic expectations and step into their own power. So the next time the world tries to tell you what health should look like, remember, you are the one who decides. Your body, your life, your rules. Set the standard, live by it, and watch how quickly your health stops being a source of stress and becomes a source of pride, strength, and joy. So here's where we land. You don't need to look like her or him or anybody else to be healthy. You need to live like you. You need to fuel your body with what makes it thrive, move it because you love it, and measure your progress by your own standards, not the world's. This isn't about perfection. This isn't about chasing an image that was never yours. This is about power. The power that comes when you stop comparing, stop apologizing, and start owning your life. From this moment on, I want you to commit to one thing: every choice you make for your body, make it out of love, not fear, out of self-respect, not self-punishment. And when you do that, health stops being a struggle and becomes a gift you give yourself every single day. Because the truth is, the most attractive thing in the world isn't a certain body type. It's a person fully alive, full of energy, and unapologetically themselves. That's what's magnetic. That's what's unstoppable. So go live it. Go be the strongest, healthiest, most vibrant version of you. Not her. Not anyone else. Just you in full power, in full joy, in full health. And remember, you don't have to look like her to be healthy. But you do have to believe you're worth it. And you are.